Hey everybody, it's Overkill here with another online battle for Total War Attila Age of Charlemagne. So this is my second battle with Haxo the Hunter. I mentioned this a long time ago when I actually uploaded the first one. That this one I recorded the last one live, and this one was going to be a replay because he got raided during his stream, which was in this battle took place. Okay, I'm just going to pause this real quick. I'm going to go through the army comps because this battle starts off very quickly. As you can see, I am playing as the Kingdom of Asturias. So my general is a Royal Guard Cav. We have 5 units of ambushers rather, 4 here, and then I actually put 1 in the woods, because I thought these woods would be a good place to, actually put the ambushers. And it turns out that it did, because Haxo placed 3 of his cavalry units in the same woods. We then have 5 Royal Guardsmen. These are the tier 3 very heavy sword infantry for Asturias. They are in pretty much the most important unit that Asturias has. They have Inspire and Discipline, so these guys are almost unbreakable. What Discipline means is if the general dies, it doesn't affect them at all. And they have Inspire, so if you're fighting these units next to each other, they inspire each other, so their morale goes even higher. And with these light units like ambushers, Inspire is very, very, very useful. But anyway, we then have 2 Raider Cavalry, 1 on each side. These are my very light skirmisher cav. I'll give you a look of them. There they are. These are nice little keeps. And then we also have 2 Iberian Cavalry, 1 on each flank as well. And they are a sword cavalry. So yeah, that's my army. So then if we take a look at Haxo's, he is playing as the Kingdom of the Lombards. Now you can see he has a Gastald Guardsman General, who's marching up here. He then has 4 units of Spearmen, which are flanked by 2 units of Guardsmen. They are a very heavy spear infantry. Then basically the same thing, he has 4 units of Swordsmen, which are then backed by 2 units of Gastald Swordsmen. So you can see he's going for a very, not weak, but cheaper center, flanked by heavier units. He then has 4 archers, 2 Gastald Cavalry, that's them, and then 1 unit of Lombard Lancers. Now you can probably tell just by the units how outnumbered I am in this battle. It's 1,500 men to 2,160. Now let's unpause this so we can actually see what's going on. You can see he's brought 4 units of archers. I have no ranged. I wouldn't even say I have a cavalry advantage, due to the fact that I only have 3 units of melee cav, and then 2 raider, which are javelin cav. But you can see I lure his Lombard Lancers, his very important unit, into a trap, basically, where I make him chase my raider cavalry, and they end up just absolutely decimating these lightly armored Lancers. You can see that his unit has already lost almost half its men. I kind of sacrificed this unit of Iberian Cavalry to fight these 2, to keep my javelins destroying this unit, but you can see that they are just getting absolutely mowed down. This unit, as it chases my Raider Cavalry, the javelins come in, they just absolutely destroy them. The already weakened unit, you can see it just dropped like 18 or so in one volley, or 16 or about. You can see though that this unit of cavalry broke before this unit of ambushers could get here, which was quite unfortunate. But you can see over here that the main engagement is about to begin. His archers have inflicted almost no casualties. They may have inflicted none, actually. None of my Royal Guardsmen died. Maybe 1 or 2 of my ambushers died. Actually, no, none of them have died either. So his archers are basically useless in this situation. You can see I shattered that Lombard Lancers unit, and now I'm actually starting to pepper these Gastald Cavalry. You can see that they lost nobody to my unit of cavalry, which they actually ended up shattering, I believe. Yes, I think that unit is gone. You can see that I just woke up, basically. I'm moving my general away. But we got to look at this engagement. You can see he's sending his spearmen towards my Royal Guardsmen. Is that what they're called? Yes. And you can see, like, it's just a brutal brawl here in the center. Javelins are being thrown because the ambushers come with javelins. That's why I brought them. They're throwing javelins into the Lombard ranks. You can see that my units are getting outflanked due to the fact that I just don't have nearly as many men as Haxo. But that shouldn't be much of a problem. So I've started to engage my general. My general is doing a wedge right into the enemy ranks. That'll give us a better charge against them, but it's still a bit rough. You can see I'm engaging all my cavalry to this fight now. I've even engaged my out-of-ammunition Raider Cavalry into the back of them. But my second unit of Iberian cavalry is coming in for a charge as well. I put them into, I think I attempted to put them into wedge, but they didn't really form up. But you can see now that these guys are just getting chopped down. All these units, plus fire from the javelins, is just absolutely destroying them. And you can see that I'm actually winning the infantry fight as well. Over here, this unit is actually shattered because it was fighting ambushers and royal guardsmen. So that's actually punched a hole straight through his center. Where I can act now. I can send units to flank these two groups. And you can see I've broken this unit as well. Haxo's cavalry just broke. They're going to shatter as well because I destroyed them. And these ambushers, I think I went to move them to flank these guys, but I just forgot they were there because I was probably paying attention to the other fight. But eventually we do move them. But they're firing javelins into these guys, so that's always damage that's being done. So we've broken these cav units, or shattered them rather. These poor guys still haven't fought anybody, so they're running to the main battle lines now. You can see I've got my raider cavalry behind these guys. They're just absolutely peppering these spearmen and guardsmen with their javelins, which is actually causing them to be shaken. They are not feeling too good. Now I believe that guardsmen have the same abilities as my royal guardsmen. In the fact that they have Inspire and possibly Discipline. Yes, they do have Discipline, because I can remember talking to Haxo during the battle about his units having it and how they were unaffected by something that may be happening very soon in this battle. You can see he's flanked his general around, but my full unit of Iberian cavalry is going to charge headlong into them in a wedge and throw javelins at them, which also, in turn, traps them right in front of these ambushers, which are swiftly put into the rear of his general's unit, and of course it works pretty well. Now you can see that my ambushers on this side have broken. The combined stress of a spearman and a guardsman unit was way too much for them to handle. You can see now that this other unit of raider cavalry is also chasing down these archers, just trying to get them out of the fight so they're not picking off some of my units when they're not engaged. And you can see here Haxo's general dies, and for all of his units other than the guardsmen, this is a huge morale shock. You can see they're all starting to waver, which is excellent for me. I've broken that unit of archers, and now I'm going after these ones. And you can see that this unit of spearmen, ambushers broke, and they shattered. And then this unit of royal guardsmen actually broke and shattered. So that's very interesting. He actually managed to swarm that unit and actually take it out. But these ones over here are doing just fine. You can see they haven't lost that many men. And the basic units like the spearmen, these Gosteld swordsmen, I don't think they're as good as the guardsmen. But you can see that they're starting to waver due to losses and such, and the general died. But now I'm free to just send my cavalry after their archers. And basically we're just going to start doing lots and lots of flanking on these remaining units from the Lombards. But you can see that the battle is much in my favor now. I actually have more men than Haxo at the moment, by almost 200. And you can see his final units, other than the guardsmen, are starting to waver and break. The only units left now are these two units of archers and his two guardsmen units, which are of course not breaking because they have Discipline and Inspire, I believe. And you can see now that they are the last units left. And these archers, they're holding on as long as they can, but these guys are fighting to the death. If that's the thing, I focused on Royal Guardsmen, which are essential to the Asturians right now, because of their Inspire and Discipline. If Haxo focused on Guardsmen for his army, I may have lost. I probably would have lost. You can see I got a Pyrrhic victory there. Expensive elite troops are key in Age of Charlemagne, it seems. You can throw cheap troops all you want at elite units, but at the end of the day, they have the same health, and elite units just have better attack, like killing stats and armor, so they just overpower anybody. And throw on top of that Discipline and Inspire, and you just can't beat them. Those guardsmen held on, or the Royal Guardsmen rather, just held on so much. Like even in a very one-sided fight like that, where he had twice at least as many men as me, I was still able to overcome and destroy him and actually gain a victory in a match where I was outnumbered by 600 men. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that battle. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to tell me if you want to see more multiplayer battles, because I will make an attempt to try to play them. I don't really play multiplayer that much, so I kind of suck. But if you guys really want me to, I could try to get into the multiplayer scene, try to get better at it, so I can actually make videos, or maybe I could even just do replays of people's battles. I don't know. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and this has been Overkill as always. I'll see you later. Goodbye.